Hi, everyone out there. I hope you're well and I hope you're having a good time wherever you are. Today, I'm here in the wonderful Hotel Bristol, as I call it, my second living room. Thank you so much, Simone Dooley's General Manager, for letting me work here. And sometimes late in the night, I love the fluid here. Bösendorfer from 1920, of course. Today, I would like to talk about empathy with you, but empathy for us leaders, for us conductors, producers, mentors. It's been a while since I posted or I talked to you because I needed time to reflect. I was working on projects. I'm still working on projects that are very dear to me with help of wonderful colleagues and musicians and filmmakers, and it's you will see what it will be, but I needed time to sort things out for myself and to be silent and composing a lot as well. And I guess the whole pandemic situation forces us to reflect and to try to gain insight and also maybe to rebirth and leave the old behind. That's how I feel about it. So normally my, Monday tutorials would be all about showing you technique, rehearsal technique, the hand, the psychology behind conducting. The more I work and think as a conductor, as a leader, the more I realize that nobody talks about us needing empathy as well. We also, people in leadership positions, sometimes would love to be understood as well, so we can do our work better, so we can feel well in our environment as well. So today I'm asking you out there to give it a second thought, whether you sit in the orchestra, are an employee, are in the opera pit, on the stage, having to follow a director, a conductor, a mentor, a leader, to ask yourself, before judgment happens, what has this person actually been through when it comes to training, to personal growth, whatever. But just give it a second thought, because the more I work with a group of people, of course now during the pandemic, this very seldomly happens, but it can happen if you organize it well and if everyone's tested, etc., etc. But the more I realize that people most of the time don't understand when you have very, very little amount of time. Let's say a rehearsal of 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. These 90 minutes need a preparation of sometimes 2 months or 3 months. But you give your essence as a leader. You have to give your core in those 90 minutes. You have to be super focused, super prepared. And there's very seldom time for romance or well, humor always finds a spot, but if it's a very stressful situation, there is not much time to work on bonding with people, having fun, and yeah, let's jib jab or whatever. No, it's work. And I see that also I tend to judge sometimes, which is not good, and I'm working on myself, that I judge people in lead because you get stress and it might be misunderstood. You don't want to be unnice when you're stressed. but maybe your tone of voice changes and you're like, no, we have to do this now. And I tell you why. Because you're in a position of constant decision taking. And this is stressful. But you know, when you decide to be in a leading position, and if you want to be a conductor, that's a decision you have taken. You're not a member of the orchestra, you're not a team player, you're a leader. So be aware of the fact that you will have to train your decision muscles. So you have to be fast, you have to decide, you have to be quick, because time is running, money is running, everybody wants to go home, and wants to go home knowing that the result is very good, that we've been all working hard and we've done something today. It's just much nicer as a leader to know that you feel mutual trust. So all I'm asking you out there today, and I know this is a funny tutorial, I don't know if I would want to call it a tutorial, but I would maybe call it a little eye-opener and a little personal thought that I'm exchanging with you. I would ask you to trust your leader a little bit more. Of course, it's up to you if you like the style, if you like the decisions that are taken there. But just know that we leaders, we've been training for decades to be that fast, that crisp, that sharp, that straight to the point. It's training, it's not coincidence. It shouldn't be coincidence. It's hard training. And if we're able to combine that with art on the highest level, well, that's when magic happens. But just support us, work with us, trust us, so we can collaborate with you and make just miracles happen. And don't judge us too early, as we try not to judge you as our colleagues too early. And I really hope that this new year will be a year where we join our hearts, where we work together, collaborate much more on a higher level, with open hearts, with awareness, when it comes to oneness. And I will not be able to pick up the bassoon and play the first bassoon. I trust my first bassoon to know the part, I know that this person has trained many years. So please trust me as a conductor or composer as well. I've trained many years. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the guts to produce, to program, to put up things, to stand in front of you. Otherwise, I shouldn't be doing that. So let's work on mutual trust, empathy, and love. And I can't wait to see many of you again. I dream of this huge global party where we are all safe to see each other again and exchange our life stories and just be healthy and happy and rainbowy. You know what I mean. So stay safe. Thank you for listening and watching, and see you very soon. Love you loads.